stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Back to pass, it's Francis. Makes the catch, it's Booker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And it'll be a touchdown.
And this offense just made their first statement, the 1st drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Right on the money. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Powers through. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. A spectacular one-hand grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The run from the shotgun. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll go right back to him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Francis. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Brown.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal touchdown.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner will be brought down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Booker. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Ballard. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on second down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Fires into traffic. It's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is in the air. Here's the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air, it's Francis. That's caught, it's Ballard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Booker. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. Across the 25. He's got room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back.
And it's in there for a touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Breaks free in the middle. Touchdown.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got a man. It's Tees.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Tees. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lost a throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Here's a heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Francis. That's caught. It's Booker.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
The give to the back. Got room to work. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
No thought of trying to kick the 46-yarder. They'll go for it. Fires to the middle. He's got it. First down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Offense now working in the red zone. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. Quick step and go. And they're in for a touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield, it's Francis. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Gets it past the marker. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days.
Handoff from the gun. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from... Now this offense is back on the field. Using his legs, it's Allen. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quarterback on the keeper. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team able to... With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put